just chilling in my lockdown bunker with my son, my second son, / my short film application to Edinburgh Napier University. So not really my son. This isn't even a bunker. My life is a lie. How did this come to be? Where did it all go wrong? And what can we learn from this? I see absolutely no problems with a bunch of students filming in a public place dressed like this. Let's watch. Okay, so one thing I'll say about this opening shot is the amount of coordination that went into getting it will not be appreciated, ever. So what happened, basically, was I was filming maybe like a mile away from the actor, who is actually in the shot, but because they're wearing camouflage, you cannot see them. So all the coordination, I had like a phone, I was like calling him up, telling him what to do on the right time, different cues, different position. You can't see any of it. He's in camo. He's invisible.
Okay, Jack. Once this has calmed down, you can go in. Ideally, you'd get a clear close-up, but at this point, we'll take anything. Get in there, get the recording, and get out.
Affirmative.
That there, that's frost. It was freezing.
You may now proceed. Good luck. We'll be right there with you. Jack, coming back. We're losing track of you. You're nearing the hole.
Control. 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 Control.
Continuity. Look, arm, no arm. Walkie-talkie, no walkie-talkie.
Control.
Don't really know what I was doing with sound effects. Originally I'd planned to have something more electronic sounding, but I was limited to the audio library on YouTube, which is a fantastic tool, by the way. It means that all the sound effects are royalty free and you don't have to pay for them. So what I did is I just got a bunch of them, slapped them into Audacity, which is also free, and then I just smacked them with effects until it sounded like some demonic cat. This was my favorite shot in the entire film. Sprinting through trees while trying to film was an experience, and surprisingly, it worked out. No way, dude, bro. How did you do that? So for this effect, I just tracked the camera motion and then slapped on a lens flare element, added some distortion things, I don't know, maybe made it a bit brighter, just and I did some like PowerPoint keyframes to make it move. You got yourself one of them. Boom. So much rotoscoping. So much. Too much. That's it. That's the ending. Naughty, naughty, you're teasing me.
You're teasing me.
Nice. So, as part of the Edinburgh Napier film submission part, we had to make a film based on the theme Bright. My big brain read that and thought, ooga booga bright light. So that's how we ended up with the orb. The idea actually came from a Scottish folktale called the Will-o'-the-wisp, where this glowing orb would actually lead travellers astray and sometimes to big dumb death. By cliff. And this is a real phenomenon. Like, it actually happens because, I don't know, gas or science, chemicals, stuff like that. It happens whenever there's a bog. Basically, it happens in swamps. And what do I have access to? Swamp. And also some woods. Sprinkle in some Stalker vibes and we land at this Russian experiment gone wrong, Annihilation, Scottish folktale vibe. After admittedly a lot of failed audio attempts on other projects, I decided to spend a decent chunk of the filming time we had actually just going around and recording Foley sounds, and I think it really paid off. Layering in the heavy breathing sound effects, while nearly making my actor pass out while recording them, did really add to the anxiety of the short film. Scheduling is also always a really good idea. It was due to rain at 2 p.m. We could only start filming at 12, which meant I had 2 hours, which meant I had to ditch a load of my setups and just go more handheld in order to get it all covered in a shorter space of time. And this actually ended up benefiting it because I think the handheld really adds a lot to it. So we kind of lucked out there. One thing I will say though is if you're using weapon props of any kind, make sure you have them either like painted to make it obvious that they're not real. Make sure that you tell the police that you're filming, where you're filming, get the proper permits and stuff. I did not plan to have any in the short film. My actor just showed up with them. I'm not going to question it, so we just, yes, we don't need to. But for real, just do whatever you're supposed to do there. Not like us dumb, stupid filmmakers. And finally, the last thing I do is change the color of the explosion at the end because it's really crucial in actually making sense out of the whole short film, and you can barely see it, and most people I showed it to did not even notice it. Although, with all that said, proud, good project, A+, off to the fire.